Win as one. EA Sports FIFA 21 sponsors Saturday Social.
There's so many games coming thick and fast. Probably none bigger than Man City against Liverpool. I know Youngen's very excited about that one tomorrow. Now, Man City have had their injury problems, as we know, particularly up front. They've had Gabriel Jesus and Sergio Aguero out together for periods of time. But big news for City fans. Gabriel Jesus was back midweek, and he was back amongst the goals as they beat Olympiacos 3-0. And he tweeted this after the game, Aloma, which means hello, mum. So great to see Gabriel Jesus back.
Great pronunciation.
Great to see him back, right? Oh, sorry. Right.
You're fluent in Portuguese.
Yeah, thank you, Chunkz. Yeah, I love Portugal. Right, so Jesus is back. Yungen, let's move this on. Jesus is back. As a Liverpool fan, you slightly worried that he looks like he'll be back playing against you tomorrow?
Do you know what? I don't want to talk too soon, man. I don't really fear Jesus. I don't feel like...
Oh, really?
Not Aguero. It was Aguero back.
That is coming back to bite you.
Yeah, that is...
Yeah, I hope... Listen, I hope... If it was Aguero, I'll be nervous, but yeah.
Okay, so Yungen not worried by Jesus at all. Yungen, Chunkz, we've got to talk about Ferran Torres as well, because he's been playing sort of out of position as a false nine, if you like. 4 goals and 2 assists in his last 6 games for Man City. And an interesting stat, Chunkz. I don't know if you saw this, but this stat surfaced on social media. Ryan tweeted this. Youngest players to score in 4 consecutive Champions League games. Look at the company he's keeping. Ferran Torres alongside Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland. Now, I feel like this summer signing, when you think of the likes of Werner, Havertz, Thiago, Bale, it went a little bit under the radar, this one, didn't it? How impressed have you been, Chunkz, with Ferran Torres?
Chill.
Not having him.
Don't put him next to Mbappe and Haaland. You don't need to chill out right now. Whoever did that tweet, he did too much research, and you know what I mean, you were probably bored that day. Obviously, he's good, but I don't know about putting him next to the elites. He's doing very well right now.
Yeah,
he's found a nice. I mean, I'm out of form. Hopefully, he keeps getting the minutes he's getting. But yeah, I think he's good. I don't think he's. I mean, we haven't seen much of him to now outright say he's incredible. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, credit to him, 100%. He's putting up the goals and assists.
Another forward that's kind of making the headlines at Manchester City at the moment, Riyad Mahrez. Obviously, the Athletics Manchester City reporter Sam Lee had quite some story this week. He was talking about how Kevin De Bruyne had called Mahrez out for being slightly selfish, and a few other players had words. But Mahrez hit back on Twitter. I love to see this, a footballer calling out a journalist. He said, well, I don't know where your sources come from, but you definitely shouldn't trust them, Sam. 15.9 thousand likes. Let's come to you, Yungen. Do you think Mahrez maybe is at times a little bit selfish? Because people level that accusation at Mo Salah as well, but they are always amongst the goals.
You know what? I think I always say this. I feel like the player that has that little selfish trait in them makes the greatest players. When you look at that Cristiano Ronaldo and stuff, as much as I hate to admit it, but that's what I love about like Salah, for example. I love that he wants to score and be top goal scorer. But no, I don't think Mahrez is selfish at all. I think he's a great player.
So who are you most worried about come this weekend's game in that kind of forward line? You said you weren't at all
really
worried about Gabby Jesus.
He's not worried about anyone. He's not worried about anyone.
No, do you know what? You see Ferran Torres, I don't love him. I don't think he's amazing, but I more fear him than Jesus.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, I more fear him than Jesus. But yeah. I just hope Raheem Sterling don't score against us, you know, and then I'll be cool.
Chunkz, who would you start if you were Pep Guardiola going into this game? Who would you start as your kind of forward 3 or maybe forward 2?
Raheem Ferran, I think, is this.
Oh, yeah,
yeah. I play Raheem. Raheem on the lefties, play a little Ferran, and then Jesus. Try to set him up top with them 3.
Dropping Mahrez, it's a big call.
Yeah, man, I put him on 70th or 60th.
Love that. Chunkz really thinking about the subs as well. Let's turn our attention to Liverpool. Young, I know you want to talk Liverpool. When we're talking Liverpool, we've got to talk about one man in particular, Mo Salah, because he is on fire at the minute. And this stat was doing the rounds on social as well. Squawker tweeting this. Mohamed Salah's Champions League record for Liverpool is absurd. Yeah, have a look at this. 36 games, 21 goals, 9 assists, and the important one title. Bow down to the Egyptian king. I think the Young'un is clapping there in appreciation of that post. And Chunkz is clapping. So, Young, I want to know, as a Liverpool fan, because we've had this chat before, we're going to talk Diogo Jota imminently. So I'm just talking about the famous front three, the Firmino, Mane and Salah. Who is the most important player out of those three for Liverpool, would you say, as a fan?
For the team, I'd say Sadio Mane.
Okay.
But like I said, Salah's got this selfish thing where he's gonna win us games by himself. He's gonna go for the golden boot. I see you, Chunkz. Go for the golden boot. I think he's massively underrated, man, by everyone. I think he's one of the best players in the world right now.
You think Salah's underrated, do you? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I feel like he gets a lot of stick. I see him getting a lot of stick. As soon as he has a bad couple of games, I see everyone like, oh, he's overrated.
Yeah, I hear that still. I'm allowed to hear that.
So when you're saying best players, where do you put him? Obviously, everyone has Ronaldo and Messi in a separate league. Do you think he's the third best player in the world currently then? Is that what you're saying? What bracket are you putting him in?
No. I wouldn't say he's the third best player in the world right now. I think Mane is the third best player in the world right now, if I'm honest.
Oh, hey, Mane, third best player in the world. There we go. I like the boldness of everyone today, Joe. Everyone's sticking their neck out with some bold predictions. I like it, and bold statements.
Smithy, not at all happy there that you didn't say Harry Kane was the third best player in the world, by the way. He was fully expecting Harry Kane to come out your mouth. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about Diogo Jota, because Smithy mentioned him there. He has been on fire since that £40 million move from Wolves. 6 goals in his last 4 games, 2 winners, and another hat-trick in the Europa League. He cannot stop scoring in Europe. That's 3 hat-tricks in his last 8 European games for Wolves and for Liverpool. You know, I do want to ask the question, do you start him over Firmino? Because he's now scored more goals for Liverpool than Firmino in 2020, in 29 less games, Yungen.
Don't disrespect Bobby Dazzler now.
Broski.
You see Bobby Firmino? I loved him so much.
I like the present concept.
No, I love him so much. But I think right now Jota's in such amazing form. I think he's been one of the best signings this season, by the way. And I just think right now he has to start on the weekend. I think he's in such good form. You can't miss him out. But I'll put Bobby in next.
What are you saying?
Jota the shotter. That's what I call him, bro. He's a big shooter. I like him a lot still. Them man there are ballers, bro. He has to. I don't know how that was a steal getting them from Wolves. He just works in the system, bro. He's very direct. He knows where the goals are, man. So yeah, I reckon him, Mane, Salah. That's looking dangerous. Yeah, that's a front three right there, bro. I don't know about Firmino and them man there, but yeah, Jota, yeah, definitely.
Does he remind you a little bit of Sadio Mane? Because, you know, when he signed from Southampton, Yungen, he was kind of in that sort of realm as well, wasn't he? Kind of a little bit of a bargain, up and coming from a Premier League team. Does he remind you of sort of that signing?
Yeah. Do you know what? Our recruitment has been brilliant over the last few years. When we got Jota, when we got Jota, I was just like, what? Like, I didn't even think of that signing. What a brilliant signing. And he's coming and he's delivering, man.
Right, let's get some score predictions then for the game at the Etihad, Pep versus Klopp. Chunkz, I'm coming to you for score prediction for this one.
I'm looking at a high scoring, 3-2. Liverpool.
To Liverpool?
Yeah, because their defence is Xabi Alonso, so you know what I mean? We'll see what happens.
Oh, go on then. Youngen, what are you saying?
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Smiths?
I'm going for a blockbuster 2-2 live on Sky Sports. You don't want to miss it.
Get the promo in. I'm going to go for 0-0. I think it could be a flat affair.
I just promoted it being live on Sky and you've got to watch it. He's got 0-0. Right, okay.